gentlemen, welcome back to the Dota 2 Canada Cup. It is the 5th season of this glorious tournament, promoting the best and the brightest of North American Dota. We are here in the draft, already ready to go. It's Boreal eSports versus Wheel Wreck While Whistling. That is correct. We have a one-game series between these two squads, the beginnings of Group B, as we make our way through the entirety of the group stages here today on twitch.tv/Dota2 Canada Cup. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you again for joining us for another season of Canada Cup. It's been an absolute pleasure casting for these guys all the way back about at the end of Season 2, I think, is when I came on board. Very excited to be here. Very excited to see some more North American and even South American Dota as well. But for now, big matchup between Wheel Wreck While Whistling, a mainstay in the North American scene, and Boreal, a team that placed pretty well last round in the Dota Canada Cup Season 4 tournament. Did pretty well for themselves, just couldn't quite make it up there. Now they have a couple of new players. The biggest, I think, is Angry Testy, which I don't believe we've seen him play an actual game of competitive Dota yet. I know for a period of time he was lamenting having to switch over to the game he preferred Han. He was still kind of stuck in that old way. That's fine. Great game. But at the same time, he is here now and he's ready to go. And boy, will we have an exciting game. We'll have to see how Angry Testy does perform. This is not an easy matchup by any stretch. If you look at it on paper, you think Wheel are the veterans. They've played together more. They maybe even have arguably better players. Players that have been around for a while. Players that I know personally. And I'm very excited to see what both teams can accomplish here. So far, the draft not too exciting, except for one particular pick on the side of Wheel, which makes it a bit spicy and a bit interesting. That is the Bloodseeker. I think it's the most interesting pick out of the lot. And for good reason. Hero's definitely not what many were expecting. Counters Slark pretty well with the silence. Has that AoE silence, which is nice to work with. Rupture is very good against him. I believe you could go toe-to-toe with any... You really won't... you'll lose some S and shift stacks and a right-click duel, but at the same time, this is not an unusual pick. It's gotten more and more solid traction lately. It certainly isn't, something we see every day of the week, but it's not uncommon to see this hero. So they'll pick up Zeus for the last pick here. Maybe they give it to Relic, who will play it mid, I imagine. Bloodseeker, safe lane potentially. Bat Rider into the jungle. Scarith, Mage, Vengeful Spirit support. Seems like the most likely choice here for Wheel. For Boreal, what do they got going on? Queen of Pain, Slark. So we're looking at Quap mid, Slark into the safe lane line, and a support top with that Slark, followed by Axe going bottom. They're going to actually go for Spirit Breaker, and if they want, they could go for this aggro, tri-aggro duel kind of situation. So they have options available to them for Boreal eSports. So I don't know what's happening here, but this is not what I want. There we go. Well, that is unfortunate. The end game is not going to work, so we're just going to throw that up instead. So that's my bad. I guess I didn't check that beforehand. I thought for whatever reason it was going to work. However, that wasn't the case. So that's all right. Dota 2 Canada Cup season number 5. I can't even believe it's been this many seasons. It's been so many. And we get off to a pause. That's how we start it. Not the most surprising thing in the world. As long as I don't really see. He said 5 seconds, but he lied. Well, oh, man. I'll tell you, just woke up from a nap. Big night of drinking yesterday. That didn't turn out to be the best choice, but it happened, and now I have to deal with the consequences. So, be gentle with me as they're talking about Angry Testy. But we'll see how the game unfolds here at this point. It's going to be a standard start. I don't think we'll see any crazy. I am interested to see how the Spirit Breaker is going to work out for Boreal, and likewise how the Bloodseeker is going to work out for Wheel. But it's certainly an interesting choice. He goes for the Ring of Protection and Stout Shield combo, so a lot of that damage is going to be mitigated. He had 3 base damage to begin with, and then he gets an extra 3 on top, so getting 6 armor. This is not going to be... Oh, boy. Let's turn this off. All right. everything is set now. It took a little bit, but we're ready to go. We're getting underway here for the Dota 2 Canada Cup season number 5, the first game of this Group B matchup. I do want to go over some of the results from the previous day's matches real quick while we have a moment here.
30 seconds.
We started on the 17th. Of course, I wasn't around. Summer's Rift won against Pain Gaming. Leviathan did the same. Then Summer's Rift took on Leviathan. They took them down. And Leviathan then taking it by Isurus. Leviathan took down Isurus. Pain Gaming took down Isurus. And Summer's Rift took down Isurus. So Summer's Rift going 3-0. Leviathan going 2-1. And then Pain Gaming going 1-2, and Isurus going 1-2. So that means that as far as Group A is concerned, it is Summer's Rift and Leviathan moving on.
Well, that would be.
So now we have pretty much 2 days to figure out who's going to move on from Group B. And I think if you look at Group B, Root has been playing really solid Dota. I've talked to Dakota about this. He's really liked how they've looked. Cattle guy, I should say. He's really liked how Root has looked in the last couple of days. I like Will's chances just as well. I'd be very surprised to see Boreal or even Black Sheep contest up, but that's why we have these group stages, to see who comes out on top. Well, we do have a moment. Let's get through the introductions. On the Radiant side, it is going to be Relic playing the Zeus. In the jungle for now, it is going to be IX Mike 88 on the Bat Rider. And as we progress further, it is going to be Derp on the Vengeful Spirit. Goody playing the Skywrath Mage. Sleeso playing the Bloodseeker. I think that's it for the side of Wheel. On the other side for Boreal, we have Jeppins playing the Axe. In the middle lane, it'll be Angry Testy playing the Queen of Pain. Very highly skilled player, at least in Han. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does here in Dota. Not sure how long he's been playing Dota. I think he's switched over for a while now, but competitive Dota against a team like Will is definitely not an easy way to get into the competitive scene. So up to the top lane, PQ will be playing the Spirit Breaker. Pizza Dad 37 on the line and KVH. Now some of these might be actual just, you know, pseudonyms, but I believe that regardless, I'm just gonna call them what they have on the screen. That's the only thing you could really concern yourself with. So one thing about this top lane is that this is a defensive trap lane, not getting much off the map here. You're getting KVH free farm, that's great. Nosa, maybe you get an early tower here too, but there's no experience going the way of the line or the Spirit Breaker. Whereas Derp's pulling, he's stacking up, making sure that Mike will have a good time. Goody is pulling as well. So no, they pulled already for Boreal, and they got a little bit of experience. But I feel like in order for this to be effective, they need PQ to rotate early on with a nice little charge of darkness. They need a charge. They need a charge kill as well to be, and they need to do that over and over again. They need to do that a lot, and so far that's not been the case. Obviously, and they'll go for the top ruin spot. They'll charge him. But there's no real follow-up. I mean, PQ's just going to get to mid and charge Relic, and Relic is going to sit under his tower. He gets hit up. Maybe throws a lightning bolt out if Relic wants to.
Radiant's top
Excuse me, decides not to. Throws out an arc lightning instead. And so that's just, like, that was such a waste of time in my opinion. Like, he has to walk all the way back top. Now he gets no experience. Maybe he charges elsewhere. There's still that Observer Ward there, but, I mean, Relic is not playing too far up. He's got a Bottle Crow it for the time being. Jeppins is not going to the jungle, which I think might be a mistake. Maybe they stack up for him. I believe that's what they're doing now with PQ. That's fine. So at least they have, as far as offlaners go, and this needs to be changed. I think this is a big part of 6.83 why it's annoying. And, well, actually just Axe and Bat Rider in general. You need to change the ability to just sack the offlane altogether and head to the jungle immediately. You can see that there's a lot of stacks already here for Will. Like, there are some really big stacks. And Jeppins is just going to do the same. He's going to head back to his own jungle and take stacks. And that seems ridiculous when you think about it, because there's only like 2 or 3 of those heroes that can do that as offlaners. And it's really frustrating and unfortunate for the, like, you know, offlaner like Phoenix, who has to sit in lane and has to leech experience. And then, you know, the Axe is on the other side, and you're just like, well, what do I do now? I mean, he's just going to go get experience, and I can't do that. So it's one of those things about 6.83 that I think need to be changed. But, I mean, I could talk about 6.83 at length and what I feel needs to be changed. But my opinion doesn't really matter, and me talking about it is not going to get it changed. Luckily, as many of you know, it should be rolling around about April 26th-ish. That'll be when it comes out. But as far as right now is concerned, we've got more pressing matters, like Boreal versus Wheel. That is a double damage for Angry Testy. That might be the rune of killing people. Zeus is not one here to go on. That's easy, but hold that thought. That 0-1 tower is going to go down top.
Radiant's
KVH gets
has
the kill.
fallen.
He's going to be going Midas, so we might be in for a bit of a long one with this first game because of the Midas pickup KVH. And the interesting thing is I'm not really sure what the power curve is for a Bloodseeker. When is he the strongest? Is it when he gets maybe like a BKB after his first item, whether that's an SNY or something? Does he go for Scotty at some point in time? You don't see the hero enough to know, okay, well, where is he going to be the biggest in the game? How influential will he be early on in the game, especially? A lot of people talked about level 1 Rupture and how it wasn't great, especially in the last patch before they changed everything. But Rupture now feels like it could be pretty good. Maybe he rotates early to get some kills, but Soul Ring is done for the Zeus. We'll see if he goes for that early Bloodstone. It's the build of choice for a lot of Zeuses now. You get the early Bloodstone, maybe transition into an Ags or something else. Maybe a Force, a Yules. There's so many options for this hero. And he is so good in not only just denying vision, but scouting out smoke ganks with the Zeus ult. It's very important to time your ultimate correctly. Make sure you find the most information that you possibly can. Nice Observer Ward placed here onto the high ground, which means that it'll spot Goody. He'll throw down a ward of himself, and if Boreal decides to, they could absolutely contest that. They could counter that if they really wanted to. They saw that 100%. No sentries on the line though, and I don't believe PQ has them either. Jeppin's now in the jungle, sitting up on 289 gold. He does have Tranquil Boots already. What about Mike? Where's Mike sitting at here? He's doing pretty damn well. We might be seeing like 7-8 minute Blink Dagger on this Bat Rider, and that could be exactly what they need to get things going. This is going to be a lot of gold. Yeah, he's getting a lot of these. That's ridiculous. There's one thing. They put all these wards here up at the top rune spot. You don't put any wards in the jungle. If you put a ward like, you know, here, over here, you could see Mike in this vicinity. Which, by the way, he almost died, but you know, that's going to be a Blink Dagger within one more stack. He does have to regen up, though. A couple heroes mid. They're leeching experience with the line. I'm not sure why he's sitting there. They don't really need to support top lane, but they need to do something else. They're just kind of, it feels like for the time being, Boreal are just walking around. Yes, they're securing Angry Testing Farm, but it more so in getting CS for a Queen of Pain. I think it's very important that you snowball with kills. We saw it the other day when God was playing for Virtus Pro against Hellraisers, how much you can snowball on a Queen of Pain. I mean, not to say that it'll get to that level, but would certainly be nice. Relic will actually take some jungle camps as well, so Soul Ring, Bottle, Boots, 1,000 gold. Like I said, could be a Bloodstone, maybe picks up a point booster. A pause, lag. You know, I thought this wasn't going to be an issue, but I thought wrong. Is it too much to ask for just one time? One time. Is it too much? The pause continues. Hope you guys are having a good night tonight. It's a little bit warm out. Glad. Finally, the weather's gotten better. Here in upstate New York. The leaves, they're finally coming back. The flowers. All that good stuff. But for now, it's Dota time. And like clockwork, Dota 2 Canada Cup comes around. And we have some pretty big teams here. I think a lot of people are excited for NAR V2, as they're called. They need to put in a lot of work, though. That's a team filled with talented players. But there's this general expectation, and I say this as friends of a lot of them. There's this general expectation that they might not perform, you know, as well as they would like. So they have a lot of work cut out for them. They have to perform pretty well. They're in not the easiest group. Void Boys, top 5, NEL Goons, which the name is familiar, but I don't know who's actually on that roster. Top 5, really? Wow. Void Boys and top 5 in the same group. seems like a conflict of interest. Derp's gonna get caught out. There's gonna be the charge in. TP away from Derp. It's just not enough. The acid shift, 3 procs of it. And of course, the Dark Pack, more than enough damage with the pounce. Meanwhile, Jeppins kills himself to a neutral. Chris Relic gets the kill onto Angry Testy mid. Was that intentional? It wasn't. The axe goes down. He didn't buy anything. His tranquil boots are still there. He just got a little bit too overconfident. He died to the newts. He says, sorry about that, team. Listen, don't even worry. But no, don't worry, guys. 100% planned. Win in all actuality. I'm sure it wasn't. Right after that pause, we got in a bad spot. I don't know how I didn't notice that earlier. I should have looked at Jeppins, but he's going to have to make his way slowly over to his tranquil boots, pick him back up, lace him back on, and go from there. In terms of the off lane, Jeppins is having a rough time. If you look at IX Mike, he's got a Blink Dagger already. He has it at 8 minutes into the game. He's ready to go, and he's going to start running at people. So Angry Testy, Pizza Dad, they'll have to be careful. TP bottom. Cecil will take the tier 1 tower. Charge onto a creep. Oh, I'm not sure if that was intentional from PQ, but it certainly seems like it was. Meanwhile, Goody, I don't know if they smoked up on that ward. I hope they did it earlier. This could be a huge kill. KVH, can he get the Dark Pact off? They're looking for the lasso. IX Mike's going to Firefly. Blink forward. Lasso goes. Dark Pact not getting there. Ancient Seal. Mystic Flare. He's already level 6. And the Zeus ult comes out as well. I believe it was a bit too late, so he doesn't get credit. He doesn't get the experience. He at least makes sure the kill is secured. But here's Angry Testy on the high ground. Static field going, doing a lot of damage. He has to be careful. If he were to jump in here and try to kill Relic, it might turn into a disastrous play. But that is not the case. He backs away. He does not use the Invis rune to be aggressive. They did counter this ward that I was talking about. There was this sentry here, blah, blah, blah. Countered this. Good stuff. Sleep Soul. Belt of Strength. He has the power treads as well. Looks like he might be going for...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think that's probably the strongest choice. Yeah, he's gonna have the Sanj in just a moment. That's fine. I think that's very good. Chasing down heroes. Even like the Queen of Pain if you can main proc her. But more so anything, it's just the move speed and the damage that you're looking for. Alright. Lion's got boots, Firefly. Mike could honestly, he has another smoke. They just need mana for him. I think they should get him a bottle. He's got enough money for it. I think he might go back and buy one. Derp is going to counter this ward nicely. To be expected. It's a pretty common ward spot. They'll counter it. And Relic might have spotted it out with the Zeus ult and the Lightning Bolt coming through earlier, so I think he's going... No, he Midas for Relic on the Zeus. Again, you could go in an inordinate number of builds on this hero, and Midas is his choice this game. That's fine. That's fair. You keep up with KVH, who got... I think he got like a 3 to 4 minute Midas, so that's a fine choice. Sanji is done for Sleesel, by the way. Bottom lane, they're going in. Firefly, I think they lasted up to get that kill on PQ. I might be wrong about that. No, actually, he just came in. This is Flame Break and the Fireflies. Well, only level 1 Sticky Napalm, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. I guess he doesn't need it. And the damage from early Flame Break is so huge, so critical to be able to nuke down some of these heroes. We saw it in that top lane when they killed KVH, who continues to farm away. Sleesel's not going Midas, so again, it's early game for him. It feels like two differing ideologies here from Wheel. They want the Midas for Relic, but they want Sleesel to be aggressive early game. Which is fine, but... They'll smoke up again with IX, Mike, and Goody to the top lane. KVH. Meanwhile, Derp is like, I just wanted to put a ward down, guys. Can you not do that? Can you not just cut my head in two? That's, Jeppin's getting a big Game of Thrones on him right now, getting the kill. He's getting very close to his blink, so Jeppin's not having that bad of a time. I thought it would have been a bit further off, but he gets a lot of stacks in the jungle. He gets a kill or two, and boom, he's back in it. But Mike looking for kills. Zeus ult. Now the lasso gets onto KVH. They get the silence, the Mystic Flare, and we'll get yet another kill. But here's Angry Testy. He can't chase further because Mike is going to be fireflying up the cliff and out. He'll make it through the trees as well. Onto the other side. See you later. But there is that blink taker for Jeppins. And they need to get a lot of work done with this, I think. It's very important that they're shutting down this Slark because they know that they have a significant advantage, a distinct advantage, if you will, early on in this game when that Midas is up and he hasn't bought in his second item yet. Because this Midas is on cooldown. That's the worst thing. You look at that Midas and you can see this guy is like, oh god, my Midas is off cooldown. Somebody help me, please. Ice Frog. Anybody. A Relic has the delicious blueberry rune of a double damage. He's ready to go. Not that... This is honestly like the worst thing. You're like, oh, great. Double damage on a Zeus. Just good stuff. Relic's like, it couldn't have been a regen or like anything else besides the double damage. It's not often that I criticize DD runes, but on Zeus, it's one of those heroes. Angry Tessie going for the Queen of Pain Agatum Scepter. We don't see too many Quaps go for this item first, but in certain circumstances, it might be an okay item, and I think in this situation, it certainly is. You want to blow up heroes, and squishy heroes at that, the best way to do so is with your ultimate. Orchid would be nice, maybe to stop, you know, say, a Zeus or, you know, a Bat Rider. But also it gives you that, I think what a lot of people forget is it gives you that inherent HP because you get a point booster first and foremost, and then you get the Ogre Club as well. So you get some more tankiness, plus you get utility with a 45-second cooldown Sonic Wave, which is nice. Or 40-second. It changes. Who the hell knows? Mike has been on point this game with his Firefly Blink Lassos, and he might find another one on Anchor Test. He's also got a lot of gold saved up. There's an SNY 13 minutes into the game for Sleesol, who just seems to find so much farm regardless of what hero he's on. And Wheel are impressing me right now, absolutely. Again, we could talk about the rubber band, but they're not that far ahead. KVH really needs to work on getting what I imagine to be either a SNY or a Lothar's. Blink Dagger seems to be out of style now. There are some players that will pick it up on the hero, but he might be the one here. He might go for Midas Blink. I'd be very surprised, but then again, he hasn't bought anything, so could just be saving up for the Blink Dagger, which is a fine choice. Personally, which I know a lot of people have said this, is I like Shadow Blade a bit more. However, to each his own. And in this situation, I don't think Blink is that bad for counter initiation to jump on the Bat Rider. If he initiates, you just try to counter initiate. Mike, because he has such farm, he's going to be going for the Boots of Travel. Zeusol, just for his scouting Zeusol. They want to see where everyone is. It is going to be Blink Dagger for the Slark, by the way. Derp Derp was bottom. I'm not sure. He was sitting in the trees over here for whatever reason. Your vengeful spirit, Derp Derp. Don't get carried away. He is level 6 now, finally getting swapped. Bots. Mike giving off his best Bone 7 impression. The only thing he needs is Mask of Madness now. Some people, in certain circumstances, will even forego a Blink Dagger altogether before... they'll get bots before in certain situations, but that's not the case for Mike. Gets the Blink first, then gets the bots. Doesn't have any regen, whether through health or through mana, so... That bottle which I talked about, I thought they were going to go for it. I like this play, though. Between just the two of them, they could cause a lot of chaos. And if they could get KVH yet again, would be huge. KVH is going to walk away. Mike looking to Firefly. He didn't get revealed, and that's why he hasn't gone up. But Sleesol, if he walks up the wrong way, oh, man, they're going to waste all this time because they thought KVH was not farming this camp because he was sitting here. It didn't reveal the smoke when Mike was sitting here. And now the counter smoke comes in from Jeppins and the rest of the squad. It's the wraparound gank. This could be disastrous, and this could be exactly what Boreal need to get back into this game. Zeusol is ready to go. It just came off cooldown. Sleesol gotta get jumped on. No, it's gonna be Goody. TP, there's gonna be a big silence. Rupture comes out as well. Pizza Dad gonna try to TP away. Lasso's gonna go. They'll get one. They'll get two. Double kill for Sleesol, and they might even get three. KVH blinks away. They get up to the high ground. Jeppins falls. Soup blinks up there as well. And Sleesol will not chase any further. He'll push out the wave. Zeusol comes through and actually comes into the clutch. So they lose Goody, and he's like, I really don't care. He's got a hand of Midas. Goody has a goddamn hand of Midas. Holy shit, it's 16 minutes into the game. That is a support Skywrath Mage.
Dire's top tower
what?
Is under attack.
Midas Gaming coming out from Wheel. They have two currently to counteract the one. Ike's Mike, now fire flying away, Boots of Travel. Doesn't have the mana pool for it. Needs a 4-staff, man. He really needs that item. But I guess they don't need the 4-staff yet. They're not in a position where they absolutely have to pull anybody back. It's mostly just them getting one single gank and then going from there. But this could be a big kill if Angry Tessie stays around. Sleesol's getting very low. Scream of Pain, Sonic Wave, see you later. And that's a killing spree. They'll jump in derp now. In trouble as well. Finger of Death. He's going to fall. And they'd be able to take this Ancient Stack as well, maybe. Relic was nearby. No Zeus ult. Ice Mike there, but no lasso. Instead, they're going to group up as 3 or 4. That's a big couple of kills there. I mean, that gets him 1,000 gold, 600 of which goes to the Queen of Pain, which Angry Tessie should be able to finish off his Aghanim Scepter now. He's not too far. He's like, what, 250? That's pretty good. Invis rune coming into play. It's those runes that you have to look out for. And Jeppins is going to come in. He's going to just counter Helix and take down this Ancient Stack. That is a big swing coming out for Boreal eSports. That's very big. So the game turns into a bit less of a predictable one now. 18 minutes in with that kill. That didn't get them the most, but that might be enough to get them situated and ready to go as we head to the later stages of the game. KVH, despite dying twice early, has caught up nicely. He's still not quite where Sleesel is, but I don't think that matters. Sleesel might be going Scotty next. I would not be surprised. Scotty's so damn fast. He has no thirst procs. He has no thirst at all. At least not that I can see. There's going to be the Rupture on PQ. Silence as well, Wave of Terror, and he's just going to resign himself to his death. And yeah, bam. Zeus will provide the kill. So nice play. Firefly, Dark Pact, Blank Lasso, perfect timing. No, it was on a creep, Mike. What are you doing? Or was it? Did the lasso get Dark Pacted off? It looks like the Dark Pact animation was over, but Mike might get counter-initiated on if he's not careful. I would like to go back and see that again. This is where I get a bit... when I do Dota Pit, I feel like I rely on Pimp too much. Honestly, he's in my ear all the time saying, no, he Dark Pacted it off. I'm just like, well, all right, I guess maybe that was the case. I'll have to look on Twitch in a little while and see if that was the case. It looked like it was a creep, but maybe it was Dark Pacted on the last frame of the animation. Regardless, a missed opportunity. And what could be KVH getting his Scotty now as well. I still think Wheel are in a very good spot here, but... Angry Tessie now is the Aghanim Scepter. One big fight, and one... I think if they get... It really comes down to the combo. It's the call plus the Sonic Wave. And if they could get that off, maybe with an Earth Spike in tow as well, that's a pretty big engagement going the way of Boreal. But so far, that is yet to be seen. We haven't seen them get that call. We haven't really seen the Axe jump in at all. I mean, Jeppins has been farming up a storm. I mean, he's up there in net worth. He's got a force now with his Blink Dagger, but we have yet to see that big fight coming through. Relic, I believe, knew where that ward was, but he doesn't counter ward it. Went for the Blink Dagger, by the way, so he wanted more mobility. I thought it was going to be Bloodstone first, but maybe goes for it later. Jump in, lasso onto PQ, and he's going to get caught yet again. Magic Missile, Wave of Terror, Flame Break, and he's dead to the Firefly. And it looked like KVH thought about jumping in. Now gets blocked, decides to go back down. Angry Testy body blocked him for a moment, and they'll head towards the middle lane. Sleesel gonna get jumped on here. He's in trouble. This could be a big kill. There's gonna be that silent Sonic Wave. The call not going yet. Swap out. Sleesel back in. There's the finger. Angry Testy, Earth Spike. He's gonna go down, or they kill him. The Derp, the Vengeful Spirit. Goody now trying to secure a kill. Meanwhile, the backside they're trying to run in. There is a ward there. They pinged it out. Relic will take care of it quickly. Well, actually, Relic's looking for Jeppins. He's not able to secure the kill. That Zeus ult he used for scouting purposes is now in cooldown, I believe. He's about to come off, but yeah, they will kill this ward there. And so again, 2 quick kills, and Sleesel, the biggest target of the bunch, goes down once more.
Is under attack.
Getting ever so close to that Scotty, but KVH is right on his tail in terms of getting that item. KVH walks right past Mike in the jungle awkwardly. They say hi to each other. KVH actually just TPs. He pounds TPs just to make sure he survives. I think he might even be Dark Packed as well. Mike will TP him as well. His 4 staff is 50 gold from completion. He'll probably just wait there until he gets one. He could have honestly, he could have got one more CS. He could have went bottom. He could have stayed in the jungle. He could have got 1 CS, but instead he's going to have to wait in the well for a bit. He's actually just going to go back out instead. I'll have it ferried out to him, so no big deal, but it's just... Could have got that 1 CS a bit earlier. 3K for the Zeus. You have to wonder what Relic's going to go at this point. Relic, spend your money, man. Oh, Use that Midas. 2. Use it. Yeah. Midas usage. Nothing feels better. Very close to that, Scotty. Not too far off there. Tier 1 tower assaulted, and it looks like Cecil gets it free. And they cancel the TP coming through from the Lion. Charge was also canceled. Cecil was getting charged, but Sonic Wave used to clear a creep wave from Angry Testy, so he'll get some extra gold. Up to 1,300. You have to wonder what his next item is going to be. KVH's second ultimate orb is about to fly out. So he is a little bit behind. Even with this Midas, it's not really kicking into gear yet, or he's just not farming as effectively as he really could. Or maybe it's just that Bloodseeker farms so damn fast with this new Blood Rage. And of course the silence is not bad either. He's got enough money, and that's it. Scotty's done. He's going to fly it out soon. Is this going to be the item where they group up, they try to take Roshan, they try to take objectives? I think it might be. He has enough HP to survive a lot. Let's see what they want to do with this. I feel like if they smoke up on the side of Will, they could absolutely take a couple of engagements. I really don't think there's an issue there. And they also get the Bloodstone as well from the Zeus right at the same time, so... This might be the go time. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Earth Spike up onto Goody. Poor Goody's going to get finger called, and they won't use the Calling Blade. Mike is going to go in. He's going to pull back Jeppins. There's going to be the silence. He pulls him out of it. Jeppins in trouble. Look at the damage. Sleesel going to work, but now gets Earth Spike. He needs to be careful. KVH, low. He's going to go down as well. PQ, it's a goddamn disaster, and Sleesel stays alive. The Blood Rage healing him up. Almost back to full. Jeppins buys back, but can't get the kill on Sleesel. Misses the Calling Blade as well, but they do get the kill. Angry Testy getting it done with the Shadow Strike. Nice flame break. Zeus coming in. Lightning Bolt. Arc Lightning. Triple kill for Relic. Looking for the Ultra. Will he get it? Absolutely. Ultra kill for Relic. And when it's all said and done, 6 down on the side of Boreal eSports. God damn, did that look good from Wheel. That is 14 Bloodstone charges for Relic. Absolutely obliterating everybody in that fight with hot white lightning. If you get what I'm saying. Ugh. I missed out on the frickin' whatever. Recap. My bad. My bad, everybody. That's on me. Angry Testy smartly. I thought he might go for this. The BKB is going to be his next option. The Zeus is just too strong at this point. They need BKBs on multiple heroes. Scotty might not even cut it for KVH. I think also Sleesel could benefit from a BKB as well. He's going to run bottom. He's going to silence up the creep wave. What is this called? Blood Right? Okay, I keep forgetting. Sometimes I don't... He is the one hero that sometimes I will forget the names of certain abilities.
Dire's
Bloodbath,
tower
Thirst.
is under attack.
It's actually Blood Rage, Blood Right, Thirst, and Rupture. There we go. They even pick up a gem for Mike. So now they're going to get map control. And all they need to do is take 1 or 2 kills, take down towers, take Roshan. They don't even need the kill, apparently, to go to Roshan. They just want to go to it right away. And this shouldn't be too fast. The amount of damage Sleesel pumps out with Blood Rage is significant. And the way that Tear comes in, and this gets a whole lot easier. It's just, it drops so damn quickly.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
That is going to be Bloodseeker with the Aegis. Quite the hero to get it on as well. Relic would be the other option, but Relic has 14 Bloodstone charges. By the time Relic goes down, he won't be instant respawn, but... Zeus ult to get vision. Oh, the Dark Pack from KVH, and Mike got tethered as well from the Pounce. Mike, you get outplayed there, buddy. My former TI4 roommate.
Top tower is under attack.
He's playing a heck of a game, I'll tell you that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Top lane, tier 2 tower, Angry Testy, blinking away, not wanted to be a part of this. That silence might catch on Angry Testy, but I don't think they can get him. He'll TP away. That was a smart play. If he stayed any longer
Dire's
there,
bottom tower is under attack.
That would have not been great.
Regeneration
Even Maud got Midas. Chat, I do apologize. Whenever you see a break, it's because I'm talking to you or looking and seeing some of your funny jokes. Blink Dagger coming out from the Lion. Finally, actually, 27 minutes into the game. Pizza Dad 37, which, by the way, is just the best name ever. He's had a rough time. You just couldn't quite get there. Pizza Dad, this guy, I should know who he is. Hold on. Let me open this up real quick and see what I can find. All right, well, that doesn't give me any information. God damn it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Either way. Blood right in the top lane. They want these tier 2 towers. They have an Aegis. There's no real reason for Wheel to be afraid. They even have a 12,000 net with lead, and this is where it gets very tough for Boreal. You have 2 snowballing heroes in the Slark and the Queen of Pain, and even the Axe is kind of snowballing as well. And every single fight they've partaken in, at least like as far as like 4-on-4, 5-on-5 engagements are concerned, they've lost. It's just not. It's not been great. It's just. These fights have not been the best for them. And Sleazel will actually threaten the high ground here. They're going to force out TPs. He's like, otherwise, your tier 3 is finished, boys. You got to get back. You got to defend this. They'll TP right away. Bloodright gets in. Pizza Dad. Look at all that damage taken. And he gets Zeus ulted. Mike jumps in and kills him with a flame break. Bloodright, Zeus ult is more than enough. Mystic Flare onto KVH. This could be big, but Sleazel's Aegis is expended. They did throw down that Sonic Wave, though, and it's going to be down for a period of time. But they take the pressure off the racks. Relic jumps in, throws a nice lightning bolt out. Speaking of height watt lightning, goes in again. And this Rex might just fall. Boreal eSports in an awful position now. They even get the refresher for Relic coming out. And we are more than happy with that melee racks. They have secured exactly what they want, but they jump back in Lasso onto PQ. Wave of Terror, Magic Missile, Ancient Seal. They throw the kitchen sink at that space count. Boy, is he freaking dead. I'll tell you what. Angry Tessie's going to take a blood right. Silence up. Will he get the kill? Lightning Bolt? Not quite there. Mystic Flare. He just stands there and takes it. Takes the punishment. Earth Spike onto Relic. Swap out beautifully from Derp. KVH. Oh, he's in the trees. Not that it matters. He blinks out. He has a blink dagger. I get a little too excited there, but still. Will have played phenomenally this game. Boreal not looking the best, but again, a somewhat new squad. The game's not over, obviously, but it feels as if we'll have a commanding lead at this point. A ridiculous lead. I think Mike is also going refresher. The good old demon build. Nah, he's going with things. That's lame. Lame, Mike. Mike, you could have 100 other options instead, man. He's getting charged, though. This could be big. Flame break. Bloodright's going to go as well. Cecil's there. Rupture up. Zeus ult PQ gets obliterated. He was there one moment, dead the next. Pizza Dad as well going down. Call comes in. Sleazel pop the BKB. Nice force the low ground. Zeus ult again. KVH trying to make his way out of there. TP coming through. Do they have a Yule Scepter from Goody? They do. Wave of Terror. KVH going to get silenced up as well. Mystic Flare. They don't need it. And the gem's on the deck, and that's 3 dead. And they might need to force up the buyback here from KVH. That's the most important thing is KVH is throwing out the casual Sonic Wave. Angry Testy says, I just need to kill the creep wave, honestly. That's all I can really do at this point. And if you're Boreal, then you just have to hope that maybe we'll overextend. Maybe they don't push because of Mike being dead. But at this point, that doesn't seem to really be an issue. They've done so much work on their own. KVH will have to buy back if they get to the tier 3 tower here. Backdoor protection's now gone. Will have had a fantastic game so far. Absolutely outstanding.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Jump in, Pizza Dad, Finger of Death, but not really doing much. The lasso's up on Jeppins. Rupture's gonna go as well. Can they get this kill before he gets anything off? Absolutely. PQ silenced up. Sleazel gets the double kill, and that's just it, unfortunately. And yep, there is the GG coming out. KVH will jump in. Maybe it's a fake GG, but I don't think that's the case. They'll try to fight one more time. Cecil's getting low, but not low enough. He'll regen up with Blood Rage. And I love the Bloodseeker pick against the Slur coming out from Cecil and the rest of Wheel eSports. Wheel Wreck while whistling. Even Dota can't pronounce it. Doesn't finish the word. Well played coming out from Wheel. Somehow, I don't know what happened exactly that propelled Goody to a Hand of Midas, but that's something we needed to talk about a little bit, because I think that gem was his that he purchased up. And then on top of that, you get a Yule Scepter. A lot of those TPs get canceled. You get better positioning. Boreal had a fantastic time. He was 7-0-13, 700 GPM for Cecil. So that is outstanding work from Wheel. Really good stuff. Really good draft as well. Boreal, don't worry, they have other opportunities here in this Group B, but they have to kind of rebound and get ready to go here, as they'll be playing later on today. Our next matchup is going to be Wheel versus Black Sheep. Very excited to see that one. I believe Tralf is actually the manager of Black Sheep, so maybe he'll want to cast. I have no idea. I'll ask him. We'll see you guys in just a bit. It's going to be actually coming right up, so we'll get into that game as soon as it's up and ready for you. Stick around, guys. We'll see you in just a moment here.